very second, I know you feel the beat. Do you feel the rhythm all the way? Can you see the vision? Everything in this world will be okay. Can we be together all the way? I know you feel this movement right here. You just be vibing, reaching for something within you. I know you feel this movement right here. You just be vibing, reaching for something within you. Nights in California, fly passing homes, yeah, right by sunset-colored skies. Chilling by the ocean, driving up the mountain, soaked in the endless beauty all of you. You know it feels alright, alright. Yeah. Can you see the vision? Everything in this world will be okay. Can we be together all the way? I know you feel this movement right here. You just be vibing, reaching for something within you. I know you feel this movement right here. You just be vibing, reaching for something within you. Nights in California, fly passing homes, yeah, right by sunset-colored skies. Chilling by the ocean, driving up the mountain, soaked in the endless beauty all of you. You know it feels alright, alright, alright. Tonight, oh tonight, yeah. Do you have a moment? And this very second, I know you feel the beat. Do you feel the rhythm all the way? Can you see the vision? Everything in this world will be okay. Can we be together all the way? I know you feel this movement right here. You just be vibing, reaching for something within you. I know you feel this movement right here. You just be vibing, reaching for something within you. Night Yeah. Can you see the vision? Everything in this world will be okay. Can we be together all the way? I know you feel this movement right here. You just...
Hey, what's going on, Nasty Besties? How is everybody doing tonight? Or this morning, this afternoon, depending where you're watching from. All right, so I would like you to meet a pretty healthy, well-adjusted Muslim couple, because what we've seen for the past year or so has been a horrible example. And if you don't know any Muslim people, I'd like to introduce you some that are a little more normal, a better representative, shall we say. All right, so let's see who is in the nest tonight. We have BB, Slim Jim, Dr. Shelock Who, Kitty Connecticut, Need Some Z's, Jennifer Levine, M1234. We have Summer Cats, Drama Llama, Lucy Jane 12, Billy's Eyelash. Yep, Billy's Eyelash is the talk of the town for sure. Yep. Lori Compton is in the nest. Almo, Hippiesta, Daisy Jones, Sea Life is in the nest. Wicked Weird Wednesday, you made home pizza pockets. Oh, have your granddaughter over? That's wonderful. It sounds like a very, very nice day so far. Wonderful. Let's see, we've got Kato Couch Potato. Hey. And Quinn Daddy, you're having Pillsbury croissant for dinner tonight? Ooh, love. It's payday night. You're just waiting for your pay. Oh, waiting for it to hit that direct deposit, huh? Yeah, I know. Daisy Jones, Sopriona, Angel of Glass, May Faye, Just a Gamer. Ooh, we got some eagles from Just a Gamer. Wow. I think we've been upgraded. Ooh, very nice. Lovely. Okay. So Foodie Beauty did just post a new mukbang. It seems like it includes some donuts. So let me start a poll. See which one you guys would like to watch first. Okay. Hey, KT. Which would you like to see first? Foodie mukbang with, what is it, Krispy Kreme, I think? Krispy Kreme donuts. Or the Salahs. All right, put a poll in the chat. Interested in what you would like. Is it a sports bra day? JJ, I'm going to leave that up to you. Yeah, personal decision on that one, I think. I know, so Hippiesta, that's a wonderful song. Lori Compton, that is an artist. I'll put it in the chat. It's like HAE.ZY. Yep, Kitty Connecticut has got it. Yep, exactly. It's actually royalty free, copyright free, which is awesome. Did Foodie ever go live on TikTok? Not that I've been notified, but every time I try to follow her, I go back to check and it says that I haven't been following her. So I don't know if she's able to make me unfollow or not. I don't know. Hey, Hard Rock, thank you very much. Hard Rock, we're actually putting Plinko on hold for a little bit. And we are just doing a quick game of dice. That's all. So, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that very much.
Oh yeah, baby.
All right. And let's roll. Let's see what happens. Let's see what we got.
Chantal.
Wow. That's funny. They were like right on top of each other. So you got a double 3. So that's a win. And you got an I love you, Chantal. Aw, isn't that wonderful? Congratulations. You got a double. Lovely. So someone had asked if that's considered gambling. If you are sending money in hopes of getting your money back or of getting more through a game of chance, that would be gambling. If you're just sending a super chat and you get a little game as a thank you, that's not gambling. So, EPA, I have a dear Muslim friend, arranged marriage, and I'm telling you, she wears the pants in the family. Okay. Is maybe TikTok better at controlling the animal abuser? Oh, TikTok? I don't know. Look at us doing what Foodie asked for, not only covering her. Exactly. Yep. All right, so we only have 40 votes so far. Let's see how many people are watching. I'd like to get a good representation. That's pretty good. That's about half. So I think we can call it there. All right, so we have, whoa, it's actually like half and half. 51% mukbang, 49% Salah couple. So we'll wait till we get a few more votes, because that's really close. Really, really close. Looks like we're leaning towards the mukbang, huh? Okay. That's no problem. We can do that. Oh, but hey, Beelzebub, how is it going? How is it going? Let me edit my title so we make sure people know what we're doing in here today. Plinko is a lot of fun. It does take a lot of time, so I understand, and change is good when it gets good. Yeah, plus when we're watching a video, we can still put the dice down in the corners. We don't even have to stop watching the video, which is kind of neat. So, yeah. We'll definitely change it up every so often. Okay, so we'll say Foodie Beauty eats donuts plus okay. Excellent. Let's see how we doing on the poll. We have 48 votes. Let's get 50 votes and then we'll call it. You're tattooing yourself, Beelzebub? Oh my goodness. Well, aren't you brave? Wow. So it looks like Foodie Beauty has changed some of the links in her descriptions, although I don't think it's all done. I think she's still off on a few, which is interesting, because if you're going to do it, why not just do it? You know, just do it. But that's really what she's all about, just being lazy AF and not really caring that much. She doesn't care enough to make sure that it's correct. So if people did actually want to check out her other channels, you know, she doesn't care. So, all right, we have, all right, we'll call it. So it's 53% towards mukbang. Oh, Catherine B, I know. I try to go with the majority. I know. You really like the fun confusion among the alleged hack attacks? Yeah, some channels were actually reporting that she was hacked. So, I don't know. I'm always kind of surprised. Like, it's not hard to find information on how it all works, you know? But if you don't look, I guess you wouldn't know. Oh. Sea Life says she's a boomer. Okay. Is everything okay? Yeah, if you're talking about Foodie Beauty, does she care? No, she does not care. If that's what you mean. Foodie Beauty definitely does not care. All right, downloading that video very quickly. It's Foodie with Krispy Kreme. All right. I hope everyone has had a wonderful day today. I did. I'm just kind of working on some other stuff, which is great. You're listening, you gotta go turn hubby. Okay, Catherine, we'll be here. You feel good in this nest, Hard Rock? I'm good, you should. No owls are pecking at you to scooch or fly away. Hey, if anyone does, you just let me know, because that would not be okay. That would not be cool at all. All the owls are welcome here, for sure. Mm-hmm. A little bit of a green screen moment there for a moment. Not sure what that's about. Okay, we are ready. I have it downloaded. Let's go watch it. Let's do it. Let me just pull it up. Here we go. We got dinner and new Krispy Kreme Halloween Monster Donuts mukbang. And if you have seen my video on Is Halloween Haram, it is. As a Muslim, we're not allowed to celebrate Halloween, so I'm not sure why she is. You know, it's really not my concern what she's doing. I'm concerned more about myself. So, okay. Shall we? Shall we get into it? Let's do it.
Hello, Foodie Beauties. Hi there, Beezers. Want a personalized video from me too is requested. How are you? So, I do have some special Halloween Krispy Kreme donuts to enjoy with you guys after. I'm just gonna have like half of each. But, I'm gonna eat my dinner, and this is one of my favorite dinners ever. I've eaten this a million times, but whatever. So, Bismillah. This is lentil soup in a bread bowl. And
I mean, that's like a bread bowling ball. I wouldn't call that a bowl. A bread bowl? No, that's a bread bowling ball. That thing is humongous. That's like the size of her head. That's a lot of carbs. She doesn't care. Look at all that rice.
matchboos.
Oof.
So Salah got the lamb meat. And
Yeah,
I got
John,
the
you've
chicken.
missed
so
nothing.
I don't like the dark meat really that much. So I gave him that. And in turn, he gave me chunks of his lamb meat. Okay, and I have
In return, he gave her chunks. Okay, that's nice. A bread bucket, exactly. Yeah, this is supposedly a bread bowl with lentil soup. I don't know.
a nice tea. I have some pickles. These are my favorite pickles ever, as you guys probably know from watching this before. And Salah gave me his pickles because he doesn't like them, so more for me.
So boring. It's the same food over and over and over.
Tomato garlic sauce.
Ugh, the rice, the
This
meat.
is Kuwaiti food, by the way.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Couldn't have told.
Okay. Wow, wow, wow. Oh yeah. The
So
rice, matchboos rice had
I just feel overstuffed even looking at this. I feel uncomfortably full just watching what she's about to eat.
saffron rice. Oh, amazing flavor. These little, I don't know, lentils or something, raisins, and mabuch, which is crushed up green chili, and I think garlic. So that's how I do it. This is how I eat my matchboos, guys.
We don't care. We don't care. That's not something I would choose to eat myself. Myself is just not my kind of thing. And yeah, didn't we hear all the time when she was in Thailand that she really appreciated now having a kitchen to cook in, and how when she got back to Kuwait, she would be doing tons of cooking because she really hated ordering out. And as we all predicted, here we are ordering out.
So good. And this is the best one. Okay. So let's try a bite of this first. The raisins are a bit sweet. The peppers are hot. The rice and the tomato sauce is savory. Oh. You need a beauty bite, don't you? Whoa, the meat just falls apart. Yum. Beauty bite. Mmm. The chicken is amazing here too.
What's the conversation today, Foodie Beauty? What are we going to complain about today? Come on. Let's get it going. Tell us about Julia and her appointment to be spayed.
First bread bowl.
Plastic spoon. Great.
With lentil soup.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm-mm. Hmm. So how is your day going, guys?
It's going great,
I hope
Foodie
you're doing
Beauty.
well.
How's yours?
As you can see, I'm not quite ready to get back to cooking yet
Yeah. What happened?
because I just don't feel like it.
Okay.
So,
Still sick?
but I'm not eating junk.
Oh.
Or trying not to.
Yeah, not eating junk. Oh,
So, we ordered my favorite food. I saw Salah eating this on video before I came to Kuwait and before I met him in person. We would have dinner together. We spent like 24 hours a day on video together, I swear. Almost.
how many minutes a day do you spend together now?
And
0. Sped it up a little bit.
he would eat this sometimes.
Okay, great. Whew.
And he's like, when you get here, I'll let you try it because it's so delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Matchboos is a very common Kuwaiti dish, and there's a lot of matchboos restaurants.
Okay. Great. Why don't you take us to one and show us?
And a lot of them are very delicious.
Sure.
The ones I've tried.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Woo! I think the last time I ate this on camera was like 2 months ago. I checked. Before Thailand.
That's right, Susie Q. What about Taco Tuesday? That's right.
Mm.
It's only 2 days ago.
The bread is so fresh and soft, it just peels off the sides.
Peels off the sides. Okay. Okay.
So,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
So I came upon a story.
Oh, a story. Why don't you tell us about Julie and her spay appointment? Is that scheduled? Vaccination scheduled? That's all I really want to hear about from you. I don't want to see you
Well, it's a
licking
TikTok.
the plastic spoon up and down.
This
Gross.
very popular, I think, teacher.
Yeah.
She has like a lot of followers.
When you going live on TikTok?
She was having lunch.
Okay.
And she had Subway.
Mm-hmm.
So she opened up her order. And it
Jennifer.
was completely wrong.
I like how you put your whole day
she had
there.
like a BMT wrap. And it had
BMT.
cucumbers and tomatoes on it. And she asked for no cucumbers. and tomatoes.
BMT? What's the
Or she
M?
said she didn't want them on there.
Okay. Wow, good story.
So I guess when she opened up her lunch, she found it TikTok worthy to make a whole video about it.
Great. Now you're telling us about it.
You know what? That's my issue. Like, Why is it TikTok worthy to make a whole video
Good point, Elaine Kelly.
complaining
What about the Krispy Kreme? Those aren't junk. That's a good point.
to a bunch of people who can't do anything about it? Like, just call customer service.
Why are
Why do
you
have to make a
telling us?
TikTok complaining that your sandwich had had cucumbers and tomatoes when you didn't ask for them?
Apparently it's effective because you're telling us.
Lady, no one cares.
You do.
Anyway,
Uh-huh. Okay. You know, this is coming from someone who complained constantly when she was on vacation. A 6-week vacation in Thailand, and she had nothing but complaints. And now she's complaining that someone is on TikTok complaining that they didn't get their correct order from Subway. Okay.
so
Rock your body, right, John?
it makes me sense. Baby girl. Anyway, so she makes a TikTok complaining, and it gets a lot of traction.
All right. She got your attention. For some reason.
The employee who made the sandwich made a TikTok in reply.
Oh,
And was like,
okay.
it was me. You know, the receipt,
Look at all that rice.
it was like an online order, a mobile order, and the receipt said, cucumbers and tomatoes. So she actually shows, like, she literally has a literal receipt.
Okay, let's read the receipt, okay? Because, I mean, apparently this is a big story. So, let's see. We got spicy Italian meats, tortilla wrap, lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, green pepper, onions, small fountain soda that she wanted Coke Classic, and Miss Vic is jalapeno? I don't know. Okay. Good thing I paused, huh? She just flashed
And
it.
sure enough, it has her name and the order.
Okay. Is that Miss Vic? I should put that Ms.
So it's like, womp.
Okay. And turn her up. Okay.
And now people are, like, asking her to apologize to the poor employee. I mean, the employee didn't have to go, like, well, I guess it's the internet. They probably would have found out. But who the employee was. But, like,
Oh, small bag of chips.
honestly, all
Okay.
you have to do is just call the Subway. I'm sure they would have been like,
Oh, those, like, what is it? Like Miss Vicky's, you're right, Miss Vicky's jalapeno chips. Okay. I haven't eaten in Subway and I don't, could be like 15, 20 years.
if you're at school, you can't go back, but make a complaint on the mobile order app. Call customer service when you have time. I'm sure they would refund you. And just pick the tomatoes and cucumbers off.
Wow. Wow. This is what we're angry about, Foodie Beauty? Are you sure? Are you sure this is really what you're angry about? Or is it something else? Some lady is like, yeah, I didn't get my correct order. Foodie Beauty takes for 11 minutes into her video. We've heard about the whole order. We've heard about it being on TikTok, how she complained, how the person making the sandwich responded. And she doesn't understand why it's gaining such traction. She's telling thousands of people right now, okay. And she's actually getting upset about it. She's upset. I don't think that's what you're upset about, Chantal. What's going on? What's really going on? You can talk to us. You can talk to us. If you're not happy, we could discuss it. We could probably even, like, find a way to get you out of Kuwait. Just let us know. Let us know.
Like, what effect did you expect to have by making that video?
And why don't you just relax and enjoy your food? Because by the time you've raged at something completely random that has nothing to do with you and eaten all this food, you're going to be done and be like, I didn't even taste any of that.
You think people were going to go with pitchforks and lanterns to the Subway and, like, Anyway.
Exactly.
Sometimes the things you see on social media stress you out.
Tell us your problem.
I'm sure there's people that think that way about watching me.
No, it seems like you have a lot of misplaced anger. Like you're probably really pissed off at Salah, or I don't know. Something that like you can't really let the person know that you're upset with them. So you're going to come online and rage about a TikTok you saw about getting a Subway order wrong. Okay.
You know. Turn it off, guys. If it stresses you out and doesn't make you happy in life, turn it off.
That's what you should follow your own advice. Stop scrolling on TikTok and watching Subway horror stories about cucumbers and tomatoes.
I'm learning to do.
Wow. She's insane.
Do
Something
as I
wrong
say,
here.
not as I do.
Take your Lexapro, for real. For real. Stop missing doses. It's instability.
Now, we always have leftover rice.
We? Okay. No, Salat does, and you take it.
Which will be good. Chunk of chicken. I love mashed boots. I'm starting to feel like a bit normal. Just fatigued a bit still.
Starting to feel normal.
But other than that, I think I'll be completely well in no time. You know. Alhamdulillah.
Inshallah.
And then
Must have been all that Taco Bell that made you feel better. It's like chicken soup for the soul, Taco Bell for the foodie.
we can start doing more content outside.
Outside?
On
Really?
Couples channel.
Really?
I still have a little bit of Thailand content I want to put out.
I'm sure you do.
I forgot some
lots.
clips. And kind of do a review of like the trip and like tips for people who want to go to
Oh my god.
Thailand. Some things that I wish I knew before going, that kind of thing. Literally just sharing my experience. Experience has gained wisdom.
Gained wisdom. This person, oh my god, gained wisdom. So yeah, we clearly saw your travel vlog and how much fun you had in Thailand and how all the different sites you saw and the great experiences you had. And we just want to learn from you, Chantal. We just want to learn from you. You flew in because you had to. You saw a couple of sites within the first week and then you got stuck there. And then you stayed in the hotel. You had a boil that got lanced for 2,000 Canadian dollars, according to you. And you got made fun of by a street vendor. And Salah went out for long walks by himself. Yeah, I want to know exactly how you made all that happen. Please make a 3-hour video about your traveling experiences. Love to hear it.
I want to ask for a bucket of pickles from here. Ashar in Arabic. Ashar Katir Shukran. My love and mine, oh my.
And tracking through flooded streets with no footwear, Angel of Glass, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, could you give us a map of the 7-Elevens in Bangkok? That would be very helpful. Thanks.
So,
Make a video on that. You never even took us into one, but whatever. It's all we heard about was 7-Eleven, but we never got to go in one.
I have to do start doing lives on TikTok as well,
Yeah.
because I did promise everybody.
Yeah,
I
you
do want
did.
to do it.
Okay, do it then. It's supposed to be today.
But I just haven't
You haven't what?
been feeling social. And social media, you're gonna have to feel a bit social, you know.
Really? When do you ever feel social?
Talking
You
to
hate your
people
viewers.
consumes energy.
What are you doing right now?
I love doing it. Just
You do?
depends on my mood.
Oh, okay.
You know.
No, we don't know.
Match booze. I just thought I would have dinner with you guys.
Hey, Baby True. Baby True was the MVP the other day. in Foodie Beauty's chat. Her and Joanna Freedom. They got in good with Salah.
And show you the spooky donuts from Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, exciting.
I still have a bit of a cough.
Oh.
Not nearly as bad as before.
Yeah, I know, for real. That was getting real old fast. That was the cleanest her feet have ever been. Exactly.
But it's the season. We're getting sick, you know? No.
I've watched Eugenia go live on TikTok. I've seen her live, but like, I didn't have an account at the time to just like start typing. I don't even know if you can chat or if
The
you have
winter
to
here
follow
is perfect.
her, or I don't know.
Minus, it does rain a bit more, but
To figure that out. Yeah, she needs mods for TikTok.
the weather. No snow, of course. And it's like in the 20s. So that's when people go camping, which we will do.
No, you won't.
I love camping.
No, you don't.
It's so much fun.
Sure. Oh my god. Too bad you alienated all of Salah's friends. So
That's
you have
my
no one to go with.
I'm gonna save the bread. Maybe make croutons out of it. We'll see.
Make croutons. Oh, that's
But I do
ambitious.
repurpose it. You can cut it up,
Can you?
put it in another soup.
Oh, can
All
you?
right, let's try these donuts.
Oh, good to know.
All right, so first up, we have a cute angry hole face. Is
Angry
it a
hole?
vampire? It's like a monster donut.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna split him right between the eyes. Just take a little piece.
Fibonacci, listening to her blather
Nice
on
Ursula.
about her accomplishments is like listening in on a psych ward conversation. Who and what the heck are you talking about, Chantal? Lady Irene, it is depressing listening to her. It is.
The donut's really soft, and like the glaze on it is so good.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm. Yummy.
Stuff another one in. Let's get this diabetes going.
It's kind of mushed a little.
So much
Like
for
a
your
vertigo maybe or
mukbang.
something.
I know, Eugenia's
Okay.
30. Isn't that
There's a
crazy?
chocolate center.
So Salah, they could be the next couple. They could be a couple. She could bring him to the U.S. That'd be perfect.
Tastes like Nutella.
Yeah, the cooking never really took off, Mega Omega. She said she was done eating crap, but, I mean, 2 days
I
ago
think
it was
it's
Taco
Nutella.
Tuesday. Yeah, it probably is. Nutella's really a big thing in the Middle East for some reason. They love it.
Or chocolate? I don't know. It's good.
Oh, God, yeah, you guys can do Kuwait weather. Kuwait weather.
My favorite donuts, Boston cream.
That's good. You're not in Boston, so. She's just gonna, like, devour these donuts. Wow. After eating all that rice and everything, and
These are
bread
fun.
bowl, and.
Okay.
Whew.
Maybe get the cream inside.
Okay.
I like the custard donuts.
74 degrees Fahrenheit, 23 degrees Celsius. Current humidity is 58%. Perfect.
It's like a vanilla custard, the green dye.
We do have a couple of new commands. Anyone can use them. Feel free to try them out. You're not missing anything, BB True. It's just like hazelnut and chocolate. Some people are probably like, oh, what? Not missing anything.
Okay.
It's not my thing.
So the donuts are good. They taste like
Okay.
donuts.
The last one looks like her, JJ.
I don't have a sweet tooth. Like, it doesn't mean I don't crave sweet things, because I do on a daily basis crave sweet things at least once.
Mm-hmm.
I think most people do. But preferably, I like savory more. They are really good. Krispy Kreme. Definitely better than Tim Hortons, I would say, yeah. I haven't tried their regular donuts, just the dough is nicer, I find. Since 1937. Alright. Well, Salah has a sweet tooth. He likes sweet things. So he'll like those. Anyway, I'm gonna go drink a gallon of water.
Baby.
That was delicious. Lots of rice left
And here's
over.
my beautiful wife, Chantal, is stunning as usual.
That's about it, guys. Thank you for having dinner and dessert with me. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.
Okay, bye. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Yeah, that was really fun. That was a great time. Thanks, Chantal. Thanks. Yep, good times had by all. Yep. She looks giant here. Yeah. No craving sweets every day is having a sweet tooth. Yeah, true. Yeah. I rarely eat chocolate, but I like it. Have to crave it. I haven't eaten chocolate in 10 months. I remember the event. It was so damn good. Did you miss anything, Slim Jim? She just ate a lot. That was basically it. I mean, that's pretty much it. That was it. That was about all. Nothing too exciting. At all. Oh, I wanted to play, it's a 1 minute long. This is, I've played him before. This is Suhaib Webb. And he talks about, because he reverted, okay? He's a revert from, he was my back in the day when I first reverted. And he moves around a lot, so I haven't seen him, in person in a long time. But I just wanted to play this for you guys. I think you might find it interesting.
That's why many of us who converted in the 90s, we embraced Islam because of Malcolm. Because through Malcolm, we saw a remedy to the catastrophic, endemic problem of race relations in America. And Malcolm said, go to Islam. Just go there. Hit Islam. Hit Islam. So we found a value. That's why many of us from the early 90s, you find us we're in interracial marriages. Because we were impacted by Malcolm's thinking. Rahimahullah. We found value in Islam. Those of us who came from violent street experiences, we found peace. As one brother told me, I went from selling crack to sitting in a university classroom because of Islam. My own mother who said to me,
Then it cuts off. But that's his short video I found on his account today. So yeah, he's saying from the early 90s, people that reverted back then, did so primarily because of Malcolm X and race relations in the States. So I found that right on target. All right. So shall we meet a new couple? Some of you have already been watching them. They're wonderful people. They're called the Saleh. And yeah, they're well adjusted. They're normal. And they do practice the religion. So this is a much better example of Muslims than Salah and Chantal. And I would like to present some better options to you of Muslim couples that are legit. So this is one of them. They're going to tell us how they met and how they got married.
So we are here to talk about the most anticipated video.
Certainly the most requested video, which is the story of us and how we met and our
love story. But before we get into that, please make sure that you click that subscribe button. Do it right now so you don't forget.
No. We'll wait. Go ahead.
Are you done yet? Did you do it?
I hope so. We gave you time. No excuses now.
So that way we know that you guys want to see more videos like this, and we will for sure create more content on YouTube so you guys can get to know us a little bit better.
Yeah.
So make sure that you click subscribe and share this video with all your friends because we know it's going to be impactful for you guys.
Babe.
What? Okay, stop.
What? It's...
Will.
Okay, we're good.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi guys.
Hello.
So we're finally doing the video that you guys have been asking for forever.
How did we meet? And what is our love story?
And how did he convert?
Yeah, but that's not really part of it. Just kidding. It's a big part of it.
So yeah, we reached 100,000 followers on TikTok. So we thought, I think it's time to sit down and do our story time.
And give you what you want. Or at least a lot of you.
Okay. So
all right. Let's go back almost exactly 11 years. And I had just moved to a little town in British Columbia in Canada. And I was applying for jobs because I was new there. And I happened to walk past this cool looking electronics store no longer in existence, which is Future Shop. And somebody happened to be working there. So, of course, she completely ignored me, but that's beyond the point. So my first time coming as an employee, I happened to actually see her, and she, again, completely ignored me or didn't even know I existed. I saw her walk past, and I'm not going to lie, I went to, like, you know, look at the movies, and, you know, it was kind of like this, like just looking at the movies and trying to find her, but she had gone, whatever. And I was working as a seasonal there, so it was there from October to the end of December. And in that entire time, she never said one word to me. Time went by, I got laid off, and I got hired back a week later. Lo and behold, I walked into the staff room, and there was she eating her lunch, and Russell Peters was on the TV. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with Russell Peters, he's a brown guy that makes a whole lot of jokes. And
Do you guys know Russell Peters? He is hilarious. He's a comedian. He's so funny.
And I'm going to be quite honest, being as she's brown, Pakistani, I sat down and he was cracking brown jokes. And I wasn't sure what to do because they were really funny, but I didn't want to laugh because I didn't want to offend her. So she actually started to laugh. I started to laugh. Russell Peters, you broke the ice for us, so thank you very much. Also from Toronto, by the way, or at least the GTA.
He basically just asked me about my life, and I feel like he barely talked about himself. And most, I would say, dudes aren't like that. Usually they talk about themselves. And he just asked lots of questions because he knew that I was different. You know, he asked certain things like, do you party?
Interject. She means different, but she didn't wear hijab at that time. And to be quite honest, I thought she was Indian because I knew nothing. I thought that all brown people came from India. Not exactly, but... So I didn't know she was Muslim. Again, this is like the first conversation we ever had. That continued, and I asked a million questions for sure. What was your takeaway from that night?
Well, he asked me questions like, do you party? No. Do you drink? No. Have you ever done drugs? No. Just all those questions like that, like normal people don't really ask. And I was kind of like, this is weird that he's asking me these things. But he was kind of shocked. He was kind of like, I have never met a girl who's never done any of those things. And I was like, and I think you did ask about religion at one point, didn't you? Yeah. I feel like you did. And I think at that point he had only ever heard of Muslims, you know, crashing planes into buildings and whatnot. So it was the first time he ever truly met a Muslim. And I think I left a good image for him. Good
impression, for sure.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because I don't know why, but I just kind of went down like the baby mama checklist. If that exists, I don't know. It did for me. Because what I wanted out of a wife, and this isn't to be a disrespect to anybody, this is just what I wanted. I didn't want a woman or a wife who was all about partying and going to the bar and going to the club, and it just wasn't for me at that time in my life. Again, I was 22 at that time, kind of in the peak of your after teen craziness part of life. So, but I knew that I kind of wanted to find a serious relationship and settle down. And I don't know if I believe in love at first sight, but certainly when I met her and I spoke to her, I absolutely fell in love with the person that she was. And it just clicked to me. I was like, that's the one. That is the girl that I want to spend the rest of my life with. And I made my mind up that night. And people say, oh, you're crazy, that's impossible, whatever. But no, it's not.
A couple weeks went by and he started to take an interest in Islam. He was a firm believer that there was no God, and he would ask me questions that were very hard for me to answer, like, why is there suffering in the world? Why are there kids that are handicapped? Why do children die? Why do people kill each other? Religion divides people, and it kind of would get...
And this is like really, you know, this is really like to go from being agnostic or atheist and having like some questions that really make sense. Like, how can there be a God that loves us and wants the best for us when all of these horrible things happen in the world? And I think the way she answered it was wonderful. I did see that their link is broken in the description, so I'm trying to put it back in. I'll see if it works now.
I'd be a little bit stuck, but at the same time, I would be confident enough that I would explain to him, like, this is part of faith. Humans have free will, and there was just a lot of things that I felt like I couldn't answer. So at this point in time, I got him in touch with my dad to get him in touch with a group of Muslim travelers who had come basically to portray the religion, preach the religion.
Sure. As well, they do both.
And so that was kind of the first time he ever had met a group of Muslim men. So tell us what happened there.
it's kind of awkward because her dad and her two brother-in-laws picked me up. And of course, like, there wasn't anything between us, so it wasn't really that awkward, but still knowing that, like, the three people in the car are like the future family of the girl I would like to be with and like to marry, is a little bit awkward for sure. So we went to, actually, it was a beautiful setting. It was a farm back home, and it was the summertime, and it was the sunset time, and so they called the adhan, and that really had an impact on my heart. And I didn't know what it meant, I didn't know what it was, but then I saw them stand
Call to prayer. That was the call to prayer.
Yeah, so I watched them stand and pray, and I saw people of all kinds, black people, brown people.
I love you, Chantal.
I was the white person, the token white person at the time, but that really had a profound impact on my heart, and it just felt like this was something, and they answered a million of my questions that I had, and it clarified a whole lot. And for myself, I believed that what this was what was right for me, and so I accepted Islam.
And I don't even think he knew that would happen. I think it just, his heart was pulled to it.
And so I always say that I didn't choose Islam, that it chose me, and I believe that happened. Firmly. Yeah, absolutely.
Because he went there knowing he had all these questions, and he kind of, I'm assuming that you probably wanted to stump those people, but they were able to answer everything so confidently, and I think it just cleared up everything, every like question that he had about Islam.
Well, I mean, the big ones, big ones, for sure. But it was more about,
it's a leap of faith.
Yeah, well, it was the unity that these people portrayed, right? That you have like people from all over, and they're all praying together, and they're all united in their faith and their beliefs, and it was just a beautiful thing that I'd never seen before in my life. Like, even just amongst friends, you don't have unity really. So it was one of those, like, the perfect storm of things that all came together at the same time. And then it just drew me to it, and I took my shahada.
Going with, like, after he converted to Islam, we kind of had presented the idea to my parents, and that was a huge no. It was a huge no at the time. My dad loved him, from what I know, and he highly respected him, but he also respected my mom and her wishes, and she was like, straight up no, like, this is not happening. So we had kind of decided at that point to part ways and just work on ourselves, because he was obviously a new Muslim. He didn't know enough, obviously, to like be married and, that kind of stuff. And I had just graduated from high school, and I was off to college and university to complete my degree. So we parted ways, and he spent time learning about Islam, and I spent time in university. And at that time, at the end of university, I actually started to wear hijab. So that's when I embraced hijab, and I started to actually pray 5 times a day. Before that, I never prayed 5 times a day consistently. So I feel like he brought me closer to my religion and my faith, which is kind of incredible, because I was born a Muslim, and I feel like Muslims, like, speaking for myself, but a lot of us take our religion for granted, and seeing someone embrace Islam when they had never had it growing up really inspired me and made me really realize, like, this is, like, there's so much more to life that I'm thinking of, and he opened my eyes. And since that time, I have, like, never missed any prayers. Like, it's incredible, like, how he changed my life as much as I changed his. And alhamdulillah, like, it's been such a big blessing, because the more closer we basically came to God, the more closer we became to each other. You know what I mean? So went our separate ways, and then you in that time.
At the same time, I kind of had a few different jobs here and there, whatever. And I spent 40 days with a group of brothers that came from South Africa. One of the most amazing times I've ever had. And we went from Western Canada, we drove all across the country to Eastern Canada. Again, giving dawah, preaching to the Muslims, and really working on myself and working on understanding Islam, working on the fundamentals as much as I could. The next December, myself and one of the brothers from the same area, who has definitely had a profound effect on my religion, we went for 4 months. We went to Bangladesh and Pakistan, and it was all about building your iman, building my faith, and the faith of all of the people around us as well.
And he was at that point so, I would say, like, well versed, or became so well versed in Islam that he was giving speeches to hundreds of people, and he was propagating the religion. And he by the time he came back, had learned more than I ever knew. Like, to this day, I feel like he knows more about Islam than I do. He basically spent all this time, all those years, just learning about Islam. Like, that was like, I was in university to become a social worker, and he was basically in university, quote unquote, like on the job to become a Muslim. Yeah. And it's incredible, like the amount of knowledge that he learned in that time frame. So much so that when he came back, he started actually leading prayers in our local masjid, calling the adhan, leading the prayers, and reciting really long surahs in Arabic. And just like, it's incredible to see how much he grew in those years. It was incredible. And the guy that he went to Pakistan with, he basically became his adoptive dad, like, in Islam, because he basically took him under his wing and supported him.
Absolutely.
And did so much for you. And
to
actually,
the point where he actually came to propose on my behalf after we had came back from Pakistan. To her family, her dad was like, "Yep, no problem." Her mom was like, just door in the face. If you haven't watched the video that we posted on TikTok about meeting brown parents, it was kind of like that.
Straight up, no.
Yeah, but after, in the month of Ramadan that year, I spent a lot of time in the masjid, the mosque, and her family would come, and her mom would listen to my adhan, and
she didn't know it was him.
Yeah, well, she found out after the fact, but and
I think she had asked my dad, and had said something like, because the men and women are separate, like, we can't see the men and the men can't see us, in the mosque. And she had, I think she had asked my dad, who is this guy that has this amazing voice, giving the adhan. And then
lo and behold,
she secretly found out between my dad and her. My dad was like, yeah, that's him, the boy that wants to propose, or the boy that wants to marry your daughter. And my mom and him developed a relationship together, a secret relationship that I didn't know about.
So what she would do is I was doing itikaf in the masjid for the last 10 days of Ramadan, so I was staying in the mosque. So she would make her husband, or make her dad, bring me food so that I could break my fast and eat in the morning and stuff. And then, she would slip in a letter, and it was pretty amazing. I had never actually sat with her, like her mom.
She had never met him.
No, she met me once. I don't know if I told you that. But
what?
I brought flowers. But she's like, yeah, no.
Really?
No. Yeah. Okay. Long time ago. But that was the amazing part, is that we never actually met. But she literally, I don't know why I didn't keep it or whatever, but it was on a scrap piece of paper or something, and she wrote a letter to me and said that, like, she would be honored if I would marry her daughter. And this is one of the miracles of faith, is that, she came across the verse of the Quran. I don't recall which one it was in particular, but it was about like giving second chances, or not judging someone right away without having, like, knowing. And so that point, her mom, actually, I gave her a journal. I said, I don't really have anything to give you. You're so kind to me, giving me food and everything. So I had actually kept a journal of my travels in Pakistan and Bangladesh. And so I gave it to her to read. And I think I got it back, like, probably 4 or 5 years later. But, she invited me to come for their Eid with her family. And that was probably like the most awkward time, because it's like meeting everyone, right? Her sisters, her brother-in-laws, her mom, her dad, and sitting together. So it was
like a job interview, but like they were interviewing him to become my husband. Like, flash forward, that was Ramadan, and then Eid we met him, and then the next Eid we were married. Like, that's how fast it happened.
We were
happened fast.
On the day of Arafah.
Literally so fast. Like, both Eids. Between one Eid, they met him. My mom met him. We developed a relationship, and we became one big happy family. And literally the next Eid, after just a few months, we were married.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
So it was an interesting journey that she is the reason, I wouldn't say the reason, right? But she was the thing that brought me to Islam, and I'm the thing that brought her to Islam. So that's why our faith plays such a predominant role in our lives, is because that's what brought us together. And that's truly what we believe, is that once we decided, you know what, we need to work on ourselves, Allah made everything easy for us.
Yeah.
Everything was so easy.
It was like every prayer that I had ever made came true, which he now gives speeches everywhere so eloquently, and he's so well spoken about the religion. He's literally won awards, like community awards, for unifying people and, you know, interfaith projects and things like that. It's amazing to see how we both came closer to God by knowing one another. And now flash forward all these years later, we're married with 2 kids.
Married for 6 years.
Yeah,
over 6 years.
Married for 6 years and moved across the country. And now this is inshallah, our new job is, you know.
Well, right now we're quarantined like everybody else, or house arrest, or whatever you want to call
it.
So we figure what better time than right now to do this.
Create content and share our story and hopefully influence other people's lives. There's been countless messages from you guys in similar situations, and we feel so honored that you guys feel close enough to us, or that you feel like safe enough to come to us and ask us about our story and talk about your struggles and have us kind of give you advice. And every single time we've said the same thing. We've said, come closer to God, because that's ultimately what's going to, you know, help your decision and who you're going to marry.
A quick example: make a triangle quickly. Okay, so this is Allah. That's not a triangle, that's a diamond. This is Allah, this is God, and this is us. This is you and whoever you want, right? The further you are from God, the further you both will be apart from each other. But the closer to God you come, the closer you guys will come to one another.
And it might take years, like in our situation, it literally took years.
It took 5 years.
5 years. And you guys think about it, that was a long time. And for us to still remain like heart to heart, like it was hard, obviously, very hard. But we knew our ultimate goal. And really, we knew that we wanted to be together one day, and we knew that we had to take that time.
It's just what we knew, what we want, and we basically made a promise to each other that, you know what, whatever we have to do, that's what we'll do. You know, and I always kind of had this, that people would say, oh, he just converted to marry her and all that sort of stuff. And I said that to my best friend. I said, you know, I hear this, like people say, oh, he just converted to marry her, whatever. And he looked at me and he was kind of like taken aback. Like, this guy is amazing person from a rough background, born Muslim. But he looked at me and he said, even if that was right, even if that was true, he's like, look at you now.
I know.
He's like, look at you now. He's like, you lead the salah in the masjid. You give speeches to hundreds of people, thousands of people in some instances, about bringing faith, about unity, about bringing people together. He's like, even if you did, he's like, forget about all that, because look at you now. And I thought about that, and I was like, wow.
And how many lives he's impacted, and how many people he has been able to influence to come closer to God. It's literally amazing. It's
definitely been an amazing journey. Yeah, I mean, obviously this incredible. Is our life summarized, but now we're kind of looking into the future and where we go from here and what we want to do. Obviously, for those of you that don't know us, we have our Saleh family travels on Instagram, so you should go and check that out. It's a little bit slow with the not allowed to travel part, but we're slowly working at that one. Again, we're on TikTok, Saleh family, and then the YouTube as well, which is, I think this is our first actual family video for YouTube. But we thought, you know what, everybody wants to hear it. We can't do it in 15 seconds or a minute on TikTok, so what better way than to do it on YouTube? So for sure, you know, like, drop us a comment below and tell us, you know, what you guys think of our story and how it relates to you, or if you're in the same situation or whatever. You know, we have, like she said, like over 100,000 followers on TikTok. YouTube, this is like the first video, like I said. Instagram is in its infancy. So right now is the best time, because as things grow, the comments tend to get lost along the way. So for that engagement, We try to reply to every comment and give.
We read every comment for sure. Yeah.
Even if it's a private message, we try to hit you back and give at least whatever advice we can. And like she said, the best advice we can give is that the closer you become to God, to Allah, it's like, I'm sure most of the Muslims out there, they know the narration that if you come to God walking, he comes to you running.
Yeah.
And it's so true.
100%. That's what happened to us. It's unbelievable. Like, I look back at what my life used to be like before, and I feel like I was Muslim, but I was never fulfilled. I never truly felt that peace until I really
met this crazy white boy.
Started actually looking inward, dressing a certain way, acting a certain way, that type of thing. And so it's truly a miracle in itself. It really is. Our relationship has changed lives. Like, it really has. It's changed, like my parents' lives. It's changed, obviously, our children's lives. It's changed our lives. It's unbelievable. Yeah, it's really cool.
2 peas in a pod.
Yeah. Like, we spend all of our time together, and there's nothing more that we want to do except spend time together. So being able to have TikTok really gives us that ability to spend time together. And
thank you, TikTok.
Thank you, TikTok.
Thank you, you guys.
Yes,
for making it possible.
Yeah, thank you so much. We really appreciate you guys, and hope that we will continue doing these videos. If you guys enjoy this, feel free to share it with somebody.
Don't feel free, just do it. It helps us. Come on.
Comment, like, and don't forget to subscribe, because that obviously will tell us that you guys want to see more of us. Yeah,
and again, thank you all for everything. We love your comments. We love how you guys love us.
Yeah, and we love this community. You guys are incredible. You guys are so supportive, and it really...
Okay, I guess that was the end of the video. Kind of cut off a little early. Okay, so yeah, anyone have any questions? They're obviously a very nice, lovely couple. This was filmed a couple of years ago. They've been on quite a journey since then. So I just want to say that of the 3 Abrahamic religions, Islam, Judaism, and Christianity, we all believe in the same God. It's just one God, and we all believe in the same God, even if we have different names for God in different languages. You okay? What's going on? Oh, my little pooch is kind of like, oh, you all right? Oh. So it's all the same God. We don't have a different creator than Jews. We don't have a different creator than Christians. It's all one God that we believe in. So that can sometimes be, something that some people don't know that they don't know. What else? Yeah, Ryan, I totally agree that killing is justified. Welcome, Extra Sassy. Come on into the nest. Ryan, I totally agree that killing is justified if you have a Subway sandwich artist that puts cucumbers on your sandwich that you didn't ask for. I mean, yeah, make a TikTok and find out where they are and go get them. And that's not even a religious thing. That's just a regular killing thing. I totally agree with that. 100%. 100%. Yeah. So... Yeah, but they're a beautiful couple. It looks like a lot of people already watched them. BB True, why doesn't Salah want a woman like her? He probably doesn't feel that he deserves a woman like her. I mean, look who he's with. That's who he feels he deserves, apparently, But yeah, they are in Canada. She does have her own scarf/hijab line that she sells. I did change the link in the description. Hopefully it works now. If you wanted to check them out. Let me just double check. That is strange. It's not working. Huh. So let me get a link for you guys. I'll put it in the chat and then I'll post it in the comments afterwards. Yep, exactly. One God. One God that that the Abrahamic religions believe in. So some religions have several gods. And that's not the same that Abrahamic monotheistic religions believe in. So this is their link. I keep trying to put it in the description and it keeps changing up for some reason to something that you can't click on. So, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, so Panda, did you want to discuss killing? I don't really know where that's coming from, or if it's really a conversation you wanted to have. It seems like, I don't know. Can I answer any questions for you? I'm not sure really what you're talking about when you say people believe in killing in the Quran, or you'd have to give me something specific to go off of. So, I'm not sure. If only if it was this easy for Chantal. Yeah. Well, it could be if she was interested, you know. If she was interested, if she had a true desire in her heart, it's easy. When you're looking to, I wasn't even looking to revert. That wasn't my goal. I was just trying to learn more and more and more. So it wasn't even a goal of mine. It just kind of like turned out that way. But, you know, before really committing to that, it is like a big, big thing to think about. It's huge. I mean, it's really, for many people, it's your soul that it's at stake. So you definitely want to take that decision very seriously. Very seriously. But if you're a person that doesn't think much of religion anyway, and it doesn't really matter what you call yourself, then it probably doesn't mean much to you regardless, you know? You know? You always like watching their content, Jenny's Spice Cabinet. Yeah. Yeah. They're pretty cool. Pretty cool. Very relatable, you know. They have a nice little family. Definitely. Yeah. 1,000 times prettier than Chantal. Well, beauty, a lot of beauty comes from within, doesn't it? And she has a beauty that resonates. It shines through, you know? It shines through from the inside. Your soul was a big decision, not just a cosmetic one about hiding your chins. I mean, even if I had 7 chins, I'd probably go on a weight loss plan and get that injection that dissolves under chin fat. I don't know if I'd, you know, change religions. I don't know. That's just me. That's just me. Yeah. Yeah, Panda, was there something you wanted to talk about? Because I don't know where you were really heading with that. We were meeting a well-adjusted, healthy Muslim couple that has a nice family. He's a revert. And, you know, before even reverting, he went on a multiple-year journey to the point where her parents were like, yeah, he can propose. I mean, that's a big, big, big adjustment. Huge. Huge. And if you're just trying to like be with a particular woman, you're not going to go on a 5-year journey in a different part of the world. By then you would have changed your mind like, she's not really worth it. But clearly there was a lot more to it than just her, you know, something that was drawing him in. And they're touching in public, Lucy Jane. Exactly. Almost like Salah has lied to Chantal about that so he doesn't have to touch her. Yeah, I mean, yeah. And you can see they're not being overly affectionate. He's not, you know, all over her. He's not kissing her. She's not kissing him. But you can tell between them that there's natural chemistry, that they're attracted to each other. And it's easy to tell when people are. That's why it's so odd watching Salah and Chantal, because there's that is missing. Huge missing. You said Muslims aren't offended if other people aren't Muslims. Correct. And just, I know radicals aren't real Muslims. Okay. Have you been threatened, or someone that you knew have been threatened if they didn't convert, they would die? Is that something you have a personal experience with? You don't have to be rude to Kimbolina, by the way. You know, you brought up the topic of killing, so I'm just asking you to, you know, if you want to discuss it, we should discuss it. I love that he left her alone while she finished her education and grew up a bit. Right. I'm going to delete your message to Kimbolina because that's uncalled for. You don't have to be rude. We're in the nest, okay? We're in the nest. Where do they live? They live in Canada. I'm not sure exactly where, but they are in Canada. You always like watching their content? Yeah, a lot of people watch them. Alberta, right? No, that's Mega Omega. Yeah, Catherine B., we have a lot more in common than we all think. That's something that I experienced when I went to Egypt, because I expected, like, wow, this is going to be a totally different culture, a totally different region of the world, and we're way more alike than we are different. Way more. Way more. It is a safe nest, you know? Yeah. He does say A. Either British Columbia or Ontario. Okay, need some Z's. Yeah, you watch them, right? Shout out to Billy for the nice photo work. Billy, you are a rock star in the community. Yes, you are. I did post a video a little bit earlier, if you haven't seen it, just kind of explaining how no one was hacked. No one hacked anybody. No one hacked into Foodie Beauty's account and changed her links or anything of the sort. I explained how it can happen, how it did happen, and it's nothing nefarious and it's nothing bad at all. It's nothing wrong that they did. Foodie Beauty made certain usernames available when she abandoned them, so people can pick those up. But she left them in her description so people could still click on them. She never updated them. So that's all that happened. So Billy's not, you know, she didn't do anything wrong. No one did anything wrong that took those usernames at all. Are you going to start posting on there, Billy's Eyelash? That would be hilarious. But she did start changing up some of the links. She is that lazy, exactly. It wasn't even... Yeah, there was nothing bad about it. She's just lazy. She changed the usernames and never bothered to update them. Yeah, let me pull up her YouTube page and we'll see what she's done. Any changes that she's made, if any. She did change a couple of things. Oh, I'm not logged into my premium account. Let me do that. I'm glad you enjoyed this. Yeah. I feel like they're such a bad representative. Like, if they're the only Muslims that you know, and you maybe know like a couple on YouTube, but you're taking them as like the example of a Muslim married couple, I'm like, nope. Nope, I gotta show you some normal people. You gotta see the normal people. This is not okay. She was just saying that she can't dance because she's a married Muslim woman. I mean, that's how ridiculous she is. It's ridiculous. She can't swim, she can't dance, blah, blah, blah. Like, okay. That's more misinformation that I have to clear up. And, you know, I'm not a very big channel, so it gives us a lot to do. A lot to work on, sadly, because she can't keep her mouth shut with things she doesn't know about. It's too bad. But that's just her. All right, let me bring this up. Okay, so this is the description on her Foodie Beauty channel. So the couple's channel has been updated. So Billy does have Syrian and Canadian. That's what used to be here. So it has been updated to Salah and Chantal, the correct link. YouTube's Sultan Salah, this is now the correct link. But she still has, okay, this is all correct as far as I know for like TikTok. I haven't even looked at their couples channel on TikTok though. Salah and Chantal, Sultan Salah, Foodie Beauty, YouTube, right? But if you go to her couples channel, and she might have updated this since I looked at it earlier today. If you go to her couples channel, one of the links is still incorrect. Still. So Salah and Chantal couples channel, Foodie B, right? This used to say like Chantal's show, which was incorrect. Al Sultan Salah, that's correct. Relax Area ASMR. But for TikTok, she still has one of them wrong. Her TikTok is Foodie Beauty YouTube, but now she's got the wrong thing here. It says Chantal YouTube. It's still incorrect. So, I don't think details are her thing. Details are definitely not her thing. Isn't that something else? Like, wow. Okay. I guess. Hey, Crystal Cat. How you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah. So, she's trying. She's trying, I guess. I guess Panda didn't want to continue the conversation about killing. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Whenever I showcase, in the video title, in the live stream title, that we are going to be talking about Islamic topics or Muslim people, I do get a considerable amount of more downvotes, thumbs down, than I do on other videos. So that's probably why we got the Donald Trump thing in here too, which I don't know if he hates Muslims or not. I never had that conversation with him. She did say Muslims are not supposed to listen to music. Did she mean Western music only? She's so confused and confusing. That's the thing. In general, Muslims should not be listening to music. And some really strict Muslims will only listen to Quran, or what they call nasheed, which is, it's without instruments. It's kind of like an a cappella type of thing about God. But if you're a strict Muslim, right, you do not listen to music, right? But I find that her saying she can't give up music as her real sticking point with Islam, I think that's the least of her problems. I think she has other things that really take priority over whether she can listen to music or not. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Yet she sings, well, she said that, or someone said, I don't know if it was here or I read it someplace else, that Alice Cooper is a born-again Christian. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. It doesn't affect me, so. I mean, whatever. Everyone's got their own path. Everyone has their path. So, but I mean, I saw him in concert like a few months ago. He was singing his regular songs. It's not like they're like hymns or anything. I don't know. I did take some screenshots from the concert to show you guys, because we were talking about that the other night. I don't know if I can find them. It's just wacky Chantal. You can't really take anything she says as being real, not at all. Oh yeah, I have a couple of pictures I can show you guys, definitely. Alice Cooper is great live, saw him in London, UK. Awesome, Marion. He is, and he knows scripture. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. I'll just upload it as a picture. I guess I can't show it for some reason. That's okay. I can do that just as easily. Yeah, we were talking about concerts the other night. You guys have seen a lot of good concerts. Pretty cool. I love to hear what concerts people have been to. Such a fun topic. I did edit a few just to like make them a little more visible. All right. Do you guys know Joe Perry? Is it Joe Perry? No, Stephen Perry. Oh, Joe Perry. Oh my God. Am I nuts or what? Who am I thinking of? Joe Perry. Joe Perry, right? I don't know. From Aerosmith. So this is, let me just make it a little bit bigger. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, Joe Perry is playing the guitar on the left, and Alice Cooper is on the right in the white top and black pants. That's them. Timu was getting sued. How come? Marion, that's who I saw in concert. I'll show you a picture of Johnny Depp, too. I know, Steve Perry. What was I thinking? I was thinking Steven Tyler, Joe Perry. I know. This was when Johnny Depp was singing his song, "We Can Be Heroes." That's Johnny Depp at the mic. And that's Alice Cooper to his left. Did I hit a hurtful spot? No. I know you are sane, but there are people who claim to be, and you know, some messages won't display. Oh, claim to be what? You're kind of talking in half sentences, so I'm not really sure what you're even getting at. I mean, I've been trying to understand, but I'm not really getting your point, I guess. I'd like to understand if you'd like to, tell me, but if you're just kind of throwing stuff out there just to be like contrarian, then I'm not interested, to be honest. It's not really what I do here. All right, here is Alice Cooper. I know it's so blurry. Alice Cooper is on the left, Johnny Depp is in the middle, and Joe Perry's on the right side. Hollywood Vampires, yep. It was pretty cool. Yes, it was. I know, I love talking about concerts and bands and stuff. So much fun. Yeah, those are probably the best ones. I just took like screenshots. Yep. It was a good time, for sure. Definitely was. Dep. Yeah, he has a good voice. And he plays guitar very, very well. Can we look up crime pays but botany doesn't? The way the guy describes plants is a good giggle. I'll check it out. I do have certain words censored from chat, but it's probably nothing you would be using. Like, there's serious racial slurs that I have censored. That's what I have censored. So, like, regular language isn't. So, yeah, he's saying, I'm 18, Teenage Wasteland. Wait, I'm not going to play the music, but maybe I can just play it like on mute. Let me mute my mic for a sec. Okay, yeah, I think I can show this. This was just like at a concert, so it's not like it's copyrighted. It's my own video, And this was called People Who Died. People Who Died is the name of song, but I'm going to play it muted if you'd like to see. There we go. You're old, you saw the Beach Boys live? There's nothing wrong with that. All right. It's going to be muted. I'll probably zoom in at some point here. Yeah, there we go. So there's Johnny Depp at the mic. That's him. Alice Cooper's on the left. Joe Perry's on the right. It was a really good show. We had pretty good seats too. It's like when we, find out how old these guys are, it's crazy. Hey Ruby, how's it going? There's Johnny Depp. There he is. Yeah. It's got to be muted, sadly. And then there was, if you guys like Alice Cooper, oh my God. There was one, he looked possessed, okay? I'll just say it. He looked possessed. Trying to think of where it would be. Oh, this is good. One sec. All right. They were there this summer, but you weren't able to go. Aw. Okay, here's Alice Cooper. Up close, pretty much. And Johnny Depp is on the far left. Joe Perry's right there on the right. That was pretty exciting for me to see Joe Perry, honestly, because, like, they played, look at Alice Cooper. They played, Walk This Way. And I was like, oh my God, I remember this song when it came out. And it was like 30 something years ago. I was like, ooh, that, yeah, it says a lot. Johnny Depp on the far left. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. See, I'm like, these are legends, true legends, Pretty cool. Yeah, so that was my last concert. Hopefully there will be many, many more to come. Many more. Your dad is an old metal rocker. Kind of looks like a 65-year-old Jason Momoa. Oh, okay. Okay. This started because I was covering my bases more than I needed to. Okay, Panda. I just saw you saying something like that Muslims would be offended if you didn't convert or revert. And I'm just letting you know that's not a thing. We don't care. It's truly not up to us. Like, we don't do like missions. We don't convert. Like, we don't recruit people. That's not something that Muslims do. Like, Christians will do like whole like missions and really try to like talk to people about, about the religion and trying to get them. But Muslims, we don't do that. So whether someone reverts or not is really none of our business at all. At all. So being offended that you wouldn't want to is not really an issue. But then you started talking about people getting killed. So I don't know where that was heading, but it's not really what we're discussing in here. You saw your favorite band Ghost this summer? Nice. You're going to hell for that one? Why? Are they a bad band? Wicked Weird Wednesday? Holy Spirit activate. Right. Okay, everybody, that's going to do it for me tonight. Thanks so much for joining me. We watched that person consume mass quantities of food, and apparently it's not a binge. So, okay, the donuts and everything. And we listened to a nice Muslim couple tell us about how they met and how they got married, and that's a beautiful story. And yeah, it sounds like a bunch of you already know their channel. Hopefully the link in the description works now. It should, but if not, let me put it, I'll put it in the chat again. And I'll also link it in the comments. I'll pin it to the top of the comments. I don't know why that's not working. So, all right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.